Hello and welcome to And This Is My Anime, a show where we become an active driving force in our own life, just like your favorite anime character. I am your host, Aroth, and today, on episode 4, whatever the title says, we are going to be trying something a little bit different for myself. Topic I'm going to be covering this time next week is going to be something I haven't done in a long time. I'm gonna go out and try and flirt with someone at a bar. Not my favorite topic, as I get kind of awkward. You know, as you can tell from the guy who runs his own podcast. Yeah, and something I wanted to try that I felt like would be a exciting thing that I haven't done for a long ass time. So I think it could be something potentially exciting, but more than likely it'd be mostly horrifying. Yeah. So just as like a bit of background, I've been single for 4 years now. So I haven't exactly been, in the wild or in the dating game, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Anyway. And so my plan to partake in this time next week is that I'm going to go to a local barcade because I don't know, I gotta find me a gamer grill. No, I just it's the best bar around here. Anyway, I'm gonna go to a barcade and try and attempt to flirt with someone. And just to give my basic idea of what I think would probably end up happening here is that I'm guessing I'll go there to the barcade. I will get a drink or 4. Some social lubrication, if you will. And then probably attempt to casually talk with someone. I expect that'll be like the surprising endpoint of everything. But it could be more or less. You never know. So I'll try that, and yeah, that's my plan. That's all I got. I have no idea what would even happen from here. The reality of the situation, though, I think I'd probably get drunk, try and avoid the entire situation by playing video games all night, and then go home without doing anything. Yeah, that sounds about right. So that's more or less what I'm expecting to happen, and what well, hopefully, I'm being an anime boy, so let's hopefully make it not happen. And yeah, what I'm hoping will happen is that I'll because the podcast, I'll kick myself in the ass and be like, go do literally anything. And see where that takes us, but you never know. Could be a very simple and natural engagement. We'll see. But, yeah, so I don't know what else to say about this one because, frankly, I'm so inexperienced that I don't know what could or could not potentially happen. So yeah, that's my plan. We're gonna go to the barcade, and we're gonna see what comes out of it. Well, I will catch you guys in part 2 then. Later. Hello and welcome to And This Is My Anime, a show where I take a proactive approach to my own life and do things that I wouldn't normally do, just like your favorite anime protagonist, insert MC Kun here. Anyway. as you heard in part 1, today we decided to go ahead and get flirty. Woo. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I haven't been in the dating scene for a while, so I thought I'd say fuck it and give it a shot. And also, as I said, it went not so great. So yeah, first of all, just like to give the rundown of what I expected. I totally expected it to be a very awkward situation. I totally expected it to be me not doing it because I'm a coward. And I totally expected it to be unsuccessful? I guess is the way to say it. I don't know. In short, it was not the best, but I don't know. We'll talk about it over the course of the next 15 minutes or so. I forgot to get water. Anyway, oh yeah, I'm slightly intoxicated for this half, as I am just coming off the scene of the crime, so to speak. That sounds really weird when you're talking about flirting with people. I ain't no Bill Cosby. Okay, anyway. So yeah. Today is about flirting in this part 2. And so I went to a local barcade trying to also entertain myself and distract myself from the inevitable cowardice, so to speak. So I went to the bar. I got a beer, and then I got another beer, and then I got another beer. Then I played some pinball, and then I got another beer, and then I was standing around at a table, just like watching whatever shit they had on the TV, and to my goddamn surprise, a girl walked up to me. Now that blew my fucking mind, because I'm like, oh shit, she wants to like sell crack or something. This ain't something that happened in reality. Anyway, sorry, I had to swallow saliva. I'm sorry. So yeah, she came up to me, which was incredibly odd in my current state, past state, whatever state, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. So she came up and she's like, how's your night going? And I'm like, oh fuck, this is weird as hell. And I ended up talking to her about like how my week's been, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I shouldn't be talking about me because I don't matter. How are you doing? Thinky face, you know. So yeah, I turned the question out to her, and she's apparently like back from Hawaii and getting ready to move to Hawaii. This doesn't matter to the general audience, but in short, it was a good conversation. And I'm like, man, this is not at all what I expected, but I'm glad to see that this is happening, and I'd like to see where this is going. So as that progressed, I'm like, damn, I actually don't know what's gonna happen if this like continues further, wink wink. But then, as luck would have it, her boyfriend came in and started, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I should have referenced this earlier. She came up to me and she's like, oh yeah, I got a bunch of this drink left that I'm trying to finish. And then she started talking to me. And anyway, so her boyfriend came over and just like gulped her entire fucking drink. And I'm like, wait a minute. He's drinking her drink. Then that means dun dun dun. Yeah. So that was a sudden moment of shock for me personally. Anyway, we'll continue. So I finally introduced myself and my name to her. She the same to me, and then he the same to me. And then I ask him what he does. Well, actually, he asked me what I do, and then he didn't understand what I do. So I asked him what he does, and it was just like HVAC or something. And then the two of them left. So I kind of just sat around at the bar and I'm like, well, shit. This is very unfortunate for me, but I appreciate the conversation. So, yeah. I guess to look at it in reflection of last week, it went exactly as I expected it to go. Because, like, even by the end of the night, and who knows, we might record a second one of these episodes to overcome my own incompetence. But, yeah. So, I didn't end up proactively talking to anyone. I passively was the recipient of somebody proactively talking to me. So they had an anime. I did not. Anyway. So, yeah, I was not seeking anyone out because, like, I don't know, maybe it's me, but I feel like in a bar scene, you always see a billion dudes and, like, 5 girls, which is probably why girls don't go there, because there's a billion dudes, and who wants that situation? I'm sorry, I just thought of this meme where, like, this meme where it's on Tinder. There's it's for men. It's just like a floodgate of cows, and the women are like the weird throttle that lets them in. I don't know. It's very poorly explained. I'll link to the podcast that I'm pretty sure I heard it from. But yeah, that's a later issue. Anyway, so yeah, that didn't go super great, and yeah, all in all, it was not a great experience. But I'm glad I participated in it because it's better than doing exactly what I did. Never mind. I'll be honest, I kind of feel shitty now thinking about it. But I will definitely fix it in the future. So yeah, it was, I don't know. It was a night where I should have been more active and sought out potentially some people that weren't in a relationship, because that makes situations very awkward. And oh yeah, this is like a side note / tip for anybody interested in doing better than I did. If you live anywhere on the West Coast, or at least in Oregon, every motherfucker has a beard and a plaid shirt. Do not have either of those, because nobody gives a damn about you. Because that is like, even I was bored of seeing all the same dudes, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm the same dude. I'm bored of seeing me. Oh fuck. So my piece of advice from that is try to do literally anything that makes you even remotely notable. Because that was not sure. That was definitely a wake-up call. I don't know a better way of phrasing that. Because it just made me realize just how it's really like the basic bitch of dudes, in a sense. I don't know. I ain't a cultural expert in none of that nonsense. So yeah. That is how that went. Overall, not a great experience, but you know, some anime don't end super great. Maybe this is the Akame ga Kill of anime. I actually hope not, because everybody dies. Spoiler, everybody fucking dies. So, that's gonna be a hard pass for me, Chief. But, you know, the same concept of it being a tragedy is... Or not a... Fuck, I guess comedy just means that it's like, nobody dies. Or at least the main character doesn't die. So, whatever. It wasn't a bad night. It wasn't a great night. And that's okay. It's Actually, never mind. I was gonna say it was the Lucky Star of anime, but that's just a bad anime. I know these are fighting words for some of the weebs in the world, but none of the weebs I know, so I don't care. But yeah. Yeah, that's really my synopsis of how flirting goes as generic skinny white guy. In short, you see everybody else looks the same. Maybe you get lucky and some skinny white girl decides to flirt with you, and then her boyfriend shows up, and then you're the asshole, awkward dude. And I don't know. At the very least, it's gonna be a funny story for years to come. So I'll take that much. That's fun. I'm still laughing about it. I'm sorry. It's just like a weirdly funny situation, especially for myself. But yeah, I guess that's really the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. I know it's on the short side, but like I said, I'm slightly drunk and don't really know what to talk about now. So thank you so much for listening, and hopefully we'll have a more back on track with the positive end of and this is my anime. And that's, I would like to take a moment. Not every and this is my anime will always end with success. That's just a fact of reality that not everything goes your way. And that's okay. I never expected it to, and I'm okay with that happening. So, I'm glad this is a nice, I guess, downer episode, so to speak, to break up the monotony. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Give the SoundCloud or the YouTube link a thumbs up or like or whatever the fuck it's called on either platform. And I'll talk to you guys on the next episode that I definitely have planned, but I'm not going to mention here. I laugh too much when I'm drunk. Okay. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in 2 weeks.